Yes, good evening, members. How are you? Good evening to all of you. Hope you can clearly hear me. Good evening to all
Yes,
of
we
you.
can hear you very well.
Yes. So today is a good day and warm greetings from Kampala. And at Kampala, we have a chilly weather. We are at 22 degrees Celsius. It's pretty cool, like sitting in an air conditioned. So good evening to Weber Ben Moses. If possible, can you just come on video for a minute with your faces? Because this one we are recording and we are going to post in our Wisdom channel of Isbat University. So good evening, Vincent. Good evening, George. I know George is far. Good evening, Moses. And others also, very good evening. Now, I have a small problem with my internet connectivity. If the connection is lost, we will start again. No problem. Don't worry. Hope I am audible to you. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, doctor, you are very, very audible. We can, from my side, I can hear you very well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right. So today, our discussion, it's a workshop, how we can make the life of a researcher easy through one of the digital interfaces to collect data, which is Google Forms. I hope others will join later. Those who are not able to join because of their work, no problem. This recorded session will be available to all of you in our YouTube channel, Wisdom by Isbat University. Once again, I thank you all for joining the journey of research and planning to acquire a doctoral degree. So with the blessings of God and the prayers from Almighty, we are going to start our session. So I'm going to share my screen in which the agenda will be presented. So with all your permission, we are going to start now. So today we are going to start our journey on mastering data collection using Google Forms. So we are going to see today's agenda. So today's agenda, we'll have an initial discussion on how PhD, because you know, when you are a PhD, you should have the power. Power makes sense. And for a PhD student or a PhD scholar, and I want to say PhD, power of having that. Power of having data. So if you have the power of data, definitely you will have a better research profile. So that is, I'm going to discuss about the power of having data. Then we will work on the overview about the Google Forms. Then we will talk about how to create a Google form. Then we will take a sample research. Then we are going to see how we are going to create questionnaire using Google Forms. The good thing with Google Forms, we can collect data and some kind of analysis can be done But no problem, we are going to use the latest visualization tools which are powered using Python and artificial intelligence using data science. So that will come later, but I'm going to try to put some insights. Small data collection and analysis can be done. Bit of analysis can be done. Then we are going to see what are the tips to maximize response. Then we will have a Q&A session, which is more important, and we'll have the conclusion and wrap up. All right. So once again, the agenda, you can see this is the agenda. So we are moving to our session. Let's see our session keep going. Let's see what is the power of having data. Again, I say PhD is the power of having data. But one thing, when you say it is the power of having data, don't cook data. Now, you are in a dense forest. Here, what is represented is you as a researcher, because you are going to search things, but it is a tough time to collect data. It is a long process, a tedious process that needs a lot of research as well as resource optimization. So let's see how we are going to travel this journey in this dense forest and how we are going to make our life to collect data using Google Forms. So let's see why data is important. You all are aware because in our previous sessions, we have well clearly explained and you also understood why data is important. Because data is highly important for research. That's what we're going to see now. Your data, it provides the basis of research. First is data is the one that is going to provide the basis of your research. Why? We have seen when you have a research question, you converted that to a research title, then you try to find the keywords, then you have created the aims and objectives of your research. From that, you have created the concepts and constructs. From your concepts and constructs, you are proposing your propositions, and from the propositions, you are making your hypothesis. So as you translate your concept to construct, we use our theories. Basically, we have seen the grand theories and mid-range theories, isn't it? We have seen the grand theories and mid-range theories. And when we use a combination of theories, we make our conceptual framework. So once you make your hypothesis, you're going to create your theoretical framework as well as your conceptual framework. That conceptual framework is converted to a diagrammatic representation. Then you start your research. All these are supported by review of literature, expertise, advice. So as we keep moving, and we know we prepare the tools for collecting data. When you collect data, most of the researchers, other than scientific researchers or physical science researchers, it will have a qualitative phase as well as a quantitative phase. In quantitative phase, if it is a social science research, we basically use questionnaire survey methods and other methods. In qualitative phase, we use focus group discussions. Then we use interviews because we want to get specific insights of people who are highly involved in our research study on the areas where they work, who can give us clear evidence. So your research should be supported by evidence. And when you say your research is supported by evidence, this will help you to identify the trends. So data is very important to identify the trends with supporting evidence. And definitely you are going to validate your propositions which are creating your hypothesis. So this forms the empirical mode of research. So data is very, very important for us. But as you know, collecting data is a challenging thing. It is a challenging thing because when you have data, you can make proper decision making. So the ultimate aim, implementation of the practical research for some problem, and you make your decisions. So data, again, it proves it is more and vital for any research. So that is why data is very, very important for a researcher. So in this dense forest of research, still we can see there is a limelight, isn't it? You can see some race where you have to go, where you are going to find your light and where you are going to get your knowledge, where you are going to get into a destiny of what you are searching. Now, I thank you for the AI tools that is available free to generate this image. This image is generated by an AI software which is available free of cost. You have to just type the scene, it will generate the scene for you. So you can use that one. I'll share the link of the site later in your WhatsApp groups. So we were talking about why data is important. Now we are going to see why data is crucial for PhD scholars. Why this data is crucial for PhD scholars. Because for PhD scholars, if you want to do empirical validation, you know what is an empirical validation? Using statistical and scientific methods, you have to validate in your research. So if you are doing an empirical validation, definitely you need data. And this data will give original contributions because this data you are not making by yourself. You are using only tools and the data you are getting from your respondents. So, you know, it is an original contribution to your research. And this make a methodological rigor. What is that methodological rigor? Because the methodological rigor shows it ensures the validity as well as the reliability of research findings. Because if you don't have proper data, if you don't have proper data collection tools, and if you are not able to manage your resources for data collection, especially the most important resource is time. Because money is you spend, again, you can regain, but time, once it is lost. Most of the researchers find difficult to manage time to collect data. So I always recommend we have to find them the options in which we can use some digital tools to make the time consumption for data collection minimized or optimized. Then if you get data as a PhD scholar, it gives you in-depth understanding. Sometimes data collection will help us. The focus group interviews in your qualitative phase, as well as the interviews may tend you to rewrite your literature. Sometimes you have to change your even main concept of your research. So this is good because data collection gives you a good understanding. Then it helps us to customize. What is customization? Because, you know, when you do a research, the research will address specific research objectives. So to focus, to work on your focus research objectives and customize your research, data collection and proper data will always help you. So data is very significant. And when you make a quality work, right now, you 15 PhD scholars are working on a micro research. And we know our ultimate aim is to publish it in a reputed journal. So it gives you publication opportunities. Mostly, sometimes what happens to research scholars, as I told you in my previous sessions, they tend to cook data. It is bad because we have to follow the ethical practices of research. As a PhD scholar, and once you gain your PhD award, people respect you. Society respect you as a PhD, or they give you the initial doctor. So that respect should always to be kept in mind before you're going to cook something. You can do cooking only at home, making salads, making soups. So if you have good data, your research will be good and it gives you publication opportunities. And this will help you to build research skills. What are all those research skills? Because you can properly do a survey design, you will learn how to do the interviews, and with that data, you can do data analysis and better interpretation of what you have collected based on your research objectives and the hypothesis. So in the jungle of starting your research journey, you're going to collect data, and we have seen why it is more important, why data is more important for a PhD scholar. Now, members, I give you a time. If you have some questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can go. We can proceed to the next session. Members, any questions?
Let's proceed.
All right. Thank you, Mr. George. So now we are going to talk about Google Forms. I thank you, Google. Google Forms are developed so early before, but many of you know how to use Google Forms, but still how you can implement in our research, that we are going to see now. So I thank Google for creating Google Forms for PhD scholars to collect data. They are customizable, which means you can use Google Forms for your particular need. You can add many things to it. Even it helps you to even upload pictures, upload files by your respondents. If you want to get a photo from your respondent, definitely it will help you to upload the photos. And it is an efficient, effective form of getting data because you don't trouble much your respondents, because nowadays mobile phones are common, and all these Android as well as mobile phones which have high power computing capacities, they will help you to collect data in a quick way using Google Forms. At the end, at the back end, Google Forms can give scope for simple analytics, because the data what you collect can be converted to a Excel sheet or a spreadsheet, which you can use in any of the data analytical tools with bit of customization. Because if you go back, I have given the percentages, how many of you asked for this 7 p.m. session on this Friday. So I put 32%. How many people preferred for 7 p.m. So everything I have mentioned. So it gives you short analytics and insights about the data that you have collected. So now you are ready to collect your data. You are seeing the world only on your research perspective, your vision. You don't have other dimensions. You're going to see everything based on the objectives, aims, your hypothesis of your research. You're going to see the world only on the basis of research. That changes your life, isn't it? Because one thing can be seen in different dimensions. So as a researcher's perspective, let's see how this is going to help us. So we are going to identify the benefits of using Google Forms for data collection. So let's see what are the benefits of using. First thing, very easy to create. You don't need any programming skills. You don't need any language, computer language skills. You don't need to be a computer wizard, because if you have your questionnaire on a Microsoft Word, you can just copy paste. You can just copy paste to Google Forms. It is easy to create. It has different templates, but still it is easy to start with a new form. So don't worry about the templates. I will teach you, I'll guide you how to create from a questionnaire from a new Google form. So it is easy. And they have quick templates as well. Customization options, which means that you can customize the appearance of the form. You can choose different themes. You can choose different fonts, different colors. Maybe since we have to do things very quickly, I'm just saying we don't go for much customization, but it have all facilities. You can give these background images. You can add images. You can add sections. You can add subsections. It is possible. Now, sometimes you may have to work with a number of researchers in your area. So you can collaborate with other researchers. So even while you are making your questionnaire, on the other side, your counterpart can also create questionnaire using the same. So you can collaborate. The data can be collaborated. The analysis can be collaborated. So it is good for collaboration. You can work with other researchers all over the world, because the world is connected well by World Wide Web through digital internet infrastructure. So we can collaborate well with peer scholars or your teacher, your supervisor. So it is good for collaboration. Then if you further move on, you can see you can integrate with Google Sheet. I already told you, if you have the data what you input to the Google through the Google Forms will automatically can be loaded onto a Google Sheet, which if you download, you can use it as an Excel file. So no need to even enter your data on an Excel sheet. So it helps you. It has a good integration with Google Sheet, which can be again converted to Excel sheet, which we can use for data analysis. Then access control. When we collect data using a printed questionnaire, sometimes the respondent may put irrelevant response if it is not a closed-end question. You may be asking for the age. The respondent may be thinking of something else. He may put a 3-digit number. Basically, as a human being, it is very difficult to get a 3-digit number for age, isn't it? On an average. So we can limit the numbers. So we can ensure, we can validate the data, what kind of response they have to feed. So we can ensure the data accuracy as well. We can set rules that I will go in the next session, not in this session, because today my primary aim is to help you to convert your questionnaires to Google Forms. So you can start doing your pilot testing, as well as you will get a better understanding how your micro research is moving on. So as we complete this session, I request everyone to start making your own Google Forms, to start doing your data collection. Then automated response, because we will know the moment everyone makes a response, we will know the response is added. So it gives you automated email notifications. If you want, you can set it up. Or if you are open on a desktop, it will show you the data being, the responses being added. So we are going to see that all now. It gives you automated responses, but the people have responded to you. And as I told you, it has its own limited data analysis too, but not so much for our research, isn't it? But this can be used in Google Colab and Collaboratory and other data analytical interfaces which are powered by AI and Python. We can use. So to sum up, Google Forms, it is a data collection tool. It is a data analytical tool, as well as it has conversion options to spreadsheets for further analysis. Then we know very well, nowadays mobiles are common. So, and these forms can be used as links. You can send to different respondents and they can start clicking on the links and they start feeding their response. So it has a good facility. Now look at here. You can see the gentleman. Of course, from his attire itself, we know he's a research scholar because he's already lost. He's in his data collection phase. He's having a questionnaire. So apparently we can think that this is a research scholar among us who is working with the SMEs. So this scholar has gone to the SME first time, given the questionnaire. But man, this lady is hardworking. She has to work hard. So this scholar, Madam, kindly fill the questionnaire for me, Madam, please. Have to complete my data collection. See, the lady is on a phone and she is responding to her boss. So the boss is seeing this boy, this researcher coming frequently. So the lady is responding to the boss. No, boss, he's not my boyfriend. It seems he's doing a PhD. Man, this is terrible. So when we have sophisticated tools, why we have to make our life in a suffering condition? We have facilities. So this man does not have to follow this respondent at workplace where she's busy working. So it is good if this man is using Google Forms, the life will change. Apparently, when I was doing research, I typically gone with questionnaires, printed questionnaires, because that time the place at which I was doing the research, first it was hotels where sometimes all the people may not have mobile phones with this kind of capacities. But nowadays the world has changed. So it is so easy if you use Google Forms, and we don't have to go behind asking, requesting. We can put your respondent in a comfortable way. Once again, I thank the AI tools for generating this picture, because I just typed in the prompter, I need a man, a PhD scholar with a questionnaire approaching a lady walking in a shop floor. So this is the picture is made by AI tool, right? So I'm giving gratitude, I'm giving response to the AI tool that develops these fine pictures. The world has moved, the world has changed. We are living in a world of artificial intelligence and data science. So I will teach you how to use all these AI tools later in my sessions as workshops and seminars. Now, if you don't get a proper data, look at this scholar. He's lost. He was up to data collection, he was okay. But getting data is tough. You will understand when you go to the field. So, I want to tell you, you people become so desperate. You will become stressed. At a point of time, you may feel that, man, I'm stopping this research. Everyone is cruel to me. They are not providing me data. And my guide is telling, don't cook data, don't cook data. Wherever I go, wherever I approach, they're saying, we'll do it, we'll do. They won't say no, but you won't get the data. So to make your life easy, and in order to avoid this kind of confronting situations or hunting behind your respondents, let's make our life easy using Google Forms. And otherwise you say, I'm lost, I'm going to quit now. Because no data, no research. No data, no research. Your hard work, your aspirations, your motivation, everything will be lost if you don't get proper data. So careful. Data collection, it is a deadline for you. It is a heartbreaker for you, because if you don't get proper data, man, you may collapse. You will become mad. To avoid this, let's start practice using Google Forms to make sure that we get proper data in a sophisticated way without giving much disturbance, much annoyance to our respondents. Now see here, the researcher, the PhD scholar has used Google Forms. He has disseminated the Google Form links to his respondents. So they're happy now. Hi, I'm just filling your questionnaire. Cool, cool, good one, because she's comfortable. Previously, she was so annoyed because workplace, she's being monitored, somebody following her. Now look at her. She's saying, cool, cool. I'm just filling your questionnaire. Cool. Now another respondent, I'm just sorting it out. Thanks. So it is good thing because when you collect the data, if you want to get proper data, your respondent also should be in non-stressed situations. They should be in a peaceful mind. Even before bed, they can do it. So even you can follow people, you can send message, John, good afternoon, kind reminder, just fill up my data. Okay, I'm sorting it now. See, this is cool. Instead of going with questionnaire, following, hunting your respondents, this is cool. This is cool. So I'm trying to help you how to make your life cool to collect your data using Google Forms. So when you're happy, when you have proper data, man, now the next phase, yes, it is working. I'm in the right direction. This is more important. If you get proper data, if you are getting sufficient data, man, you feel the happiness because now almost all part of your research is done. If you have data up to now, before collecting data, you have done a lot of tedious process. You have your research model, your research design. And once you've done the qualitative and quantitative phase of your data collection, as life is easy, yes, ultimately you say, thank God I was lost, but now I am track thanks to Google. So today I talk about only Google Forms. All right. So to make your life optimistic, to make the life of a PhD scholar happy, motivated, we need these Google Forms. Right. Now, I'm going to take you to a sample research because this is a sample research on study on digital resource utilization in libraries. So I put a sample research, how digital resources are being utilized in libraries. So my ultimate aim, how it is going to improve the user experience. So you see, there is a big library. I don't know. Have you seen this library before? Anybody? Any of my respondents? Can you recollect this library? Anywhere have you seen this one? Any universities? Anybody? Anybody seen this library before? Anybody? Vincent? I hope you all are connected with me.
We are connected. Sorry, I was trying to unmute. I've not seen one as big, but Sheffield University Library is quite big because it's on the way to an airport and could be just several stories of that nature.
Hey, anyone else? All right. Thank you, George, for that insight. But in fact, this library you cannot see anywhere in the world. This library also is created by AI tool. So I just typed in a library with digital facilities. That's all. A big library with stock of books. Man, it has created one like this. I don't know. It will not be same exactly like some other library, but it looks like a decent library. So AI has developed so much. Just like computerization has helped our life, now AI is going to help our life. So these are simple things. But on our background score, this AI is going to help us. Machine learning is going to help us. Data science is going to help us on our research, for our data analysis, as well as to create our visualization. So let's look at this sample research, study on digital resource utilization library. So I'm going to guide you step by step. You don't have to note down because you just watch me. So once this is a recorded video, it will be recorded and disseminated to you, so you can use this video to follow the steps. So I'm going to tell you first what you have to do. Choose your Google account. So if you log into your Google account, so my case, my wife's account is there. I have two accounts. So this is the one which I use normally, jupol@gmail.com. So choose your Google account. So then you log into a Gmail. Once you log into a Gmail, you can see here, you can see my photo. You can see my photo, isn't it? You can see my photo and you can see some of the mails you have sent to me. I think I have a mail from Joseph. Sorry, Joseph, I'm going to respond to you soon. Okay, don't worry. And I get some mails from Quora as well. And James Akula has sent me. So I'm going back to you. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. So once I log into my Gmail account, you can see my photo. On the other side of the photo, you can see a 3x3 matrix. There is a 3x3 dot matrix. I hope you can follow me. On the side of your photo, in your Gmail account, on the topmost corner, near to your profile photo, you can see a 3x3 dot matrix. Click on that 3x3 dot matrix. It will give you a set of Google applications that is permitted you to use. Maybe Google search, Google Maps, YouTube, Play Store, Google News, your Gmail account, Google Meet, Google Chat, contacts, right? So what you have to do, you have to scroll down. You have to scroll down using your mouse. As you scroll down at the bottom, as you come close, you can see an icon called as forms. Hope I am clear to you all. I'm not going fast. I see some charts. Is that all right? Okay, okay, all right. Thank you, thank you. Oh, good evening to you, everyone. Yeah, all right. So you can click on this. You can click on these icon forms. Once you click on the forms, what is going to happen? It will take you, as you click on, because you have to scroll down on that applications, the list of applications, and you can see this icon forms. You click on that. Now you can see a new window. This is the Google Forms window. So if you look at the window, it has different quick templates, but it will not have our research questionnaire template because it has a template gallery also. If you click on the template gallery, you can see many kind of templates. But to make our life easy, so what we do, we click on the blank form. I hope I'm not fast. You can clearly understand. You click on the blank form. Once you click on this form, once you click on this blank form, this +1, it will take you to one Google form. So this is how it is going to be displayed to you, an untitled form. Now, if you click on this one, you can rename. If you click this untitled form, you will get an option to type. You will get an option to form the descriptions. So if you click on the untitled one, then you can type survey, digital utilization in libraries. If you want, you can give some descriptions. On the top, you can see the tabs, questions, responses, and settings. So today we are going to see how to create the questions. So once you've done this one, your form will get a title. But you look on the left-hand corner, this side, it is still showing untitled form. So if you click your mouse outside, so you edit your questionnaire, and if you click your mouse outside, you can see even here also on the tab, the name of the form has changed. Don't type a long or lengthy name. Let it be short. So you can have better understanding. Right. So now your form is created to start customizing to your questionnaire, and you have named your form. Okay. So you can see the change, the title also. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you, because I'll stop this one. I'm going to share another screen, and I will show you how.
Sorry, let me interrupt a bit. I'm failing to rename my form. Can you go through that process again?
100%. This is what I need. This is what I need. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Thanks for that question. I was expecting that. So, you can straightly log into your Gmail account. Is that clear?
Yes, I'm already logged in. I've reached that point, but renaming the form.
Okay. So once you click this one, you will get the form. I hope you have reached the form. Thank you very much for following me. Now, have you seen this one? Untitled.
Yes, I am there, right there.
Can you click on that one? Can you click on that untitled one? Can you click there?
Untitled question, yes.
Yeah, now you just delete that and type your home name there.
Okay, I've seen.
Can you type there? Can you type into that, please? Is that working now?
Yes, I've done so.
Now you click the mouse outside.
Okay.
Now you see both the names have changed, isn't it?
Yes.
Hope others can follow. Hope others can follow. Don't worry, this will be recorded and it will be disseminated, and I'll be available for you 24/7 if you have any challenges. All right. Okay, so I hope others, do you have some questions? Members? Andrew, James, Emmanuel?
Nothing from my side
All
yet.
Right. I think many of you are used to this one. It's not a big deal, but we should know these facilities are available. That is why. All right. So now, as I told you before, I'm going to stop sharing this one, and I'm going to start with a Google form. All right, how to create that one. So I'm stop sharing here. Thank you very much for attending. I know you people are hardworking, and I made it to sit in this night, but still we'll finish up very quickly. All right. So now I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Now, let me minimize my presentation. Let me minimize my WhatsApp. Let me minimize my desktop. Let me minimize everything. Sorry, because everything let me minimize. Now, look at here. So here, I'm coming to a questionnaire. In fact, I took this from George Eben George one. Let me see. Oh my God, the questionnaire thing. So quickly, I will help you to create. First, what you have to do, up to now, all of you, I know all of you have created your questionnaire. I know all of you have created your questionnaire. You know how to create your questionnaire. Can you see my screen better? Can you read it properly, the questionnaire? All of you?
Yes, we can. Yes, it's clear. So
I almost I moderated all your questionnaires. So I just take this George questionnaire, and if anybody needs, I can help you to how to do it. Don't worry. Okay. So now one side I keep my questionnaire. All right. Now on the other side, I have created my Google form. So there is a simple technique. I can split my screen into two. Some people previously, I used to work with two monitors to get a big working space. You know the Windows key and the left arrow key, which is in between, intermediate your number keys as well as your typing key. So if you press the Windows key and if you press the left arrow button, you can split your screen into two. So now my screen is split into two. I just reduced the size of my window of Microsoft Word, as well as I am also reducing the size of my window or where I am making the Google Form. So in both sides, now it is like two screens, isn't it? I can move here, I can move here. I hope everyone copied this one. Windows key plus left arrow button on your keyboard, you can split your screen into two. So it's like you're having two screens and you can move from one screen to the other screen without losing each screen. So simultaneously you can move around. So now what I'm going to do in the survey digital utilization, I'm going to type some description. Basically, we have an introduction, isn't it? So what I do, I copy my introduction from here so that your respondents will know what you are going to talk about. So thank you for, so this makes life easy, isn't it? Now, I hope you are getting me. Now what I'm going to do, I look at my section 1 demographic information. There is no need to put that in your questionnaire, isn't it? But I'm putting my first question. What is that one? Age. Isn't it? So I put age and I say, I make a remark in years because I don't know people how they perceive. So I put age in years. Now look at here. There are many options for us. It can be a multiple choice. It can be a checkbox. It can be a drop down. It can be a scale. It can be a date. But for me, I just want somebody to just type their age. So I just put it as short answer. So someone can type a short answer. Now, there is a button called as required. When you do survey, please don't make required, because while you're doing your survey, if any of your respondent, while they're responding to your survey, if they fail to put some value in this one, then they will not be able to submit. So, you know, these people are busy. They say it is not working. It's not working. They will say, I tried, man, it is not working. So don't do that one. Don't make your things required, because we have to be friendly with our respondents and we need to be thankful to them. So I made my first question. Now I want to add the second question. So what I am going to do here, if I click on this one, I'm just expanding my screen to see this plus button. Can you see a plus button? So I'm going to add another question. All right, I'm going to add another question. So to get that plus button only, I expanded my screen. Now I'm back. So I'm adding my second question, that is gender. Now gender, we don't give an option because it's all closed-ended questions. So what I'm going to do here, I give multiple choice. By default, always it comes in multiple choice. So I put my first option. What is that one? Now I don't copy paste it. I can easily type male, isn't it? Now, if I want another option, I just press my enter key. So see, automatically it comes female, isn't it? Are you getting me? Automatically it comes to female because it itself knows if gender is asked, the next option is female. Now, nowadays we talk about more on that one. So we have to type, you have to add another option, other also. All right. So when you put the other option, if somebody choose other, if they want to type what kind they are, they can add it. I hope you are clear how I done my second question also. So look at here, in my questionnaire, I have my first question, age, second question, gender. Now I'm going to put my third question. Let me try to reduce again the size of my window, whether I can see plus, man, it is okay. This is the plus button, but let me expand for you for further clarification because the visibility is very less for you. So what I'm going to do, now I've done two questions. I'm going to make my third question. So again, I split my window. Educational qualifications. So I put here my educational qualification. So here, if you look at the questionnaire, bachelor's degree, master's degree, doctoral degree, and others. So I better it is again to use a multiple choice question. So what I do here, because we assume that somebody without a bachelor's will not get a master's, and somebody without a master's will not get a doctoral degree. But we know other degrees are also diploma, certificates, many things are there. So what we type here, I just copy from here. I'm going to make life easy. I copy from here. So I have to remove that option one. Okay, sometimes it comes like that. I put my bachelor's degree. Let's see what is, if I press enter. So again, I have to take master's degree. It is not understanding by artificial intelligence. So master's degree, I press again enter. And I put here doctoral degree. Here. Now, I want to add others. So now look at here. Some option for us come. Don't worry. You click on this cross sign. It will delete off. Now just click on other. That means someone can write any other degree. All right. Now I can put my years of experience in academic research. Just here, years of experience. That is my next question. So what I'll do, again, I go here, I put plus, and I make it like that, years of experience. Then that I just want someone to make a short answer. They can type the answer. Now, so this is how we use multiple choice questions. Then if I want to make, so you know how to use multiple choice questions. Let's make one more question. How you are able to use the resources. So there is a specific university. I'm not mentioning that now. Digital resources at a specific university. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put another question. I type here. Right. So again, from my questions, what I can do, I can put my options. So I'm going back to my questions. So very satisfied. I type here very satisfied. Maybe it may, if I go next option, what is that one? Dissatisfied. So let me copy this one. Then neutral. So this all depends upon your questionnaire. Okay. So when you copy paste, you have to see how you are doing it. I can put control Z. If I control Z is undoing the things. So I kept something behind. You have to make this dots. There is a dot. Okay. Then neutral, satisfied. Then the final option, very satisfied. Now you can see I have very satisfied here. Let me see if I put very satisfied again, what is going to happen? Okay, let me type save. See, can you see this one? This is the good thing. Let me increase the size of my window. If I type here the same thing, very satisfied again. it will not permit you, because in multiple choice, you cannot have same option 2 times. This is the good thing. It's actually it should be very unsatisfied. All right, now it works. And for that one, we don't use another option, add another. Right. So this is one method of using. Now there is another choice here. Look at here, we can have checkboxes. What is checkboxes? If I type a question, which genre of books you read? And even there is a spelling mistake, you can correct it. So now, a reader can read multiple kind of books. So what I do, instead of giving one option, I can give checkboxes. So the reader can type novel, fiction, research, isn't it? You can make your questionnaire like this. And if you can add another. Hope you're following me, all of you. Hope you're following me. Now, I'm going to make another kind of question in which I'm going to use the options of a multiple grid. Let's see what is a multiple grid. So suppose if you are going to make a question in this case, we don't have any such questions. Let me see, do we have some questions here? In this one, where we use multiple grids. No, we don't have multiple grids. Say like we can add in row novel, that you can have different types of novels, isn't it? Horror. Then we can have another one. What is that one? Somebody help me. Okay, love stories. I'm not good in all these things.
Romance.
Sorry?
Romance.
Love story, romance. Good gospel. Always good to have. I can put something here. So, you can add more and more to it. It depends upon the question. So, you can have a multiple choice grid also in this. Then, there is another one. You can use our linear scales also. You see, if you say rate library ambience, okay, and you can put especially lighting. So you can tell you if it is good, 1 very good, okay, 5 very bad. So you can use typical names. So so your respondent can respond about lighting facilities in the library. So cleaning facility, how the housekeeping is done. So you can rate like that. So that is another method. Now, if you want your respondent to make a photo of the library or the place, there is a facility for that. Upload a photo. It is actually not required. Don't do that one, because it will make data usage. And if you try to make data usage, respondents will just avoid your question. So it should be very easy. It should be an easy interface, and it should consume less data. But I'm just showing you it is possible. Upload a photo of your library. And here what we have to do, we have to give a option file upload. So the photo will be uploaded to your Google Drive. So it will be eating your space. So you can say, it will ask you, someone is going to upload things to your Google Drive. Do you trust them? So you say continue. And even you can restrict. You can restrict what kind of files can be uploaded. You can say it can be a PDF or it can be a video. These checkboxes. So maybe If it is a recording, audio recording, you can specify only audio. So like that, you can say like that. And even you can set the maximum size of the file, because this is going to eat your Google Drive. So that, but just for awareness only, I'm telling you this. That is another option. Let's see another option. So you can use multiple choice grid, checkbox grid. You can try all these things. Even you can check for time, date also. Say like if you ask specific birthday, your birthday, when is your anniversary? So sorry, there is a type error. Birthday, and if you put the option date, so definitely it will show you that. Now, if you look at this research, basically what happens, we don't give sections and the subsections. But if you want to make a subsection, what you can do, you can add a section. Can you see it? I don't know how much it is visible to you. Let me increase the size of the window. See, there are many options. This is to add a new question. If you keep your cursor, it will tell what to do. Add a new question. You can import questions from other files or other Google Forms. You can add a title and description to each question. You can add image if you want. Even you can add video also. You can add a section. So you can practice this at home. You can practice at home. You can add a section. Now, you will get a new section to your question. Then you can talk about computer facilities in library. So in that section, you can make a new question. What your satisfaction about computer facility? Satisfaction about computing facilities. Computer facilities. So again, you can use what kind? You can use a linear scale, isn't it? 1 to 1, highly satisfied. And very dissatisfied. The good thing, even spelling mistakes, it will work, isn't it? All right. Now, so I made some questions. Now I want to see how this questionnaire will look like. You look at on the top, there are many tabs. I recommend don't put so much customizations, color and everything. It will eat some data. So it will have slow loading to your respondent's phone. So don't do much customizations. Don't put themes and don't make it so much colorful. But you can see, if you click on preview, now you will see how the questionnaire will look like to your respondent. So to your respondent, this is how the questionnaire will look like. See my question: age, gender, educational qualification, years of experience. Sorry, there is a type error, how satisfied. So we have to correct all these things. So that is why the view is getting which genre of books you read, novel, you see, and lighting, very good, bad. It has put the scales. If you want to upload, see the birthday, day, date, year, everything, because the user can click on this one. So this gives a view how your questionnaire will look like. So I'm just closing that one. And I have seen somewhere I made a mistake. How? So I go here, I clear that one, my error, I clear here. Now, so you have seen, I have seen how I have seen now everything is perfect. So what I want to do, I want to send this to my respondents. You can use all options and try to see how it works. Now there are 3 tabs here. One is questions, one is response. So far it is not having any responses. Another one is settings. This is more important. So there are 3 tabs. Just down your forms or your questionnaire, just down your forms, there are 3 tabs. So I'm going to the 3rd tab, settings. In the settings, make this as a quiz. Don't do it, because this we use basically for question answering as well as to evaluate the students after response in the session. Don't do it. So don't do anything on that one. Now you can click on response, which means that while you collect response, you can collect email addresses. Never do this. Never do this, because there is a problem. See, some of your clients might not have, they may not have used the Google account login while they use this form. So what happens, it will ask them to log into Google and create problem for them. They may not know it actually. So then they will stop saying that it's not working. So don't do that one. You don't need to collect their email address. It's not required. Send respondents a copy of their response. It is a disturbance for them. Don't do it. Allow response editing. Maybe you can put that one, which means that while a respondent has done, they can, if they want to make some changes, they can change even after being submitted. I say don't do all these things. Don't do any response editing. Don't put sign in. Some people say one response, because what I'm saying, if you are going to see somebody, even they don't have a phone, by using the Google form in your hand, you can make it easy without taking a questionnaire. So don't limit to one response. From one link, multiple times can be done. So it is not for one user to do it many times, because if you straightly go to a place, interview somebody to get the questions, then you can use your phone to add responses. So no need to limit to one response. Now, presentation. Manage how the form and response are presented. You can look at here. You can put a progress bar, shuffle, question order. Don't do all these things. Don't do anything. Let it be like that, what it was like, because we don't want to make any complexity to our users. So everything default. So this is how we sort it out. Now, when your user gives response, you can see it from here. So this is the basic thing I'm telling, but you can explore more, because you can give thanks to your user. So that all things comes in later. Now, how we are going to send this? You can see a send button. You are seeing a send button. Click on that one. So when you click on that one, you can either send to email address, or you can invite people. Don't click on include this one, forget about it. Don't click on an editor, because now we are not collaborating with anybody. So what we do here, you can see here a link. You click on this one. Now there is a big link here. So if you click on shorten link, you can copy it. Now what I suggest, you open your WhatsApp. Anyway, if you have the contacts. So what I'm going to do now, I open my WhatsApp and I'm going to post in your group. Okay. Let me see. Where is your group? Let me take it up. So I'm going to put in our group now. Just wait for some time. Because if the internet is good, it will show the title and everything. So now I send to you. Hope you all have received my link, isn't it? Just check. You all have received my link, isn't it? Now I request you to just start sending me responses, please. So, and you can see once the responses come, because I need some responses from you. So what you do, you start responding. Are you all with me, my friends? Am I lost?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, now please click
No, we are
on that.
here.
Yeah, please
We are
click on
here.
the, because you know
We are sending the responses.
yeah, you start sending responses, please. So now, as you, I hope you are able to click on that link. Yes, I received one response. So you see, it is coming this side. See, whenever I get a response, I'm getting some analytics. So I got 2 responses. Yeah, somebody put age. I can restrict the number. Somebody put so much number for the age. So I have to restrict. We can restrict that one.
That question is it's confusing.
And
because
forget about
in year.
No problem, no problem. I am just showing you. You can see as the data is coming, you can it keeps on changing, isn't it? You try to put different data. If you have done one response, you make another response also. Let's load more data. So I'll show you. Let's more data. Now we have got 3 response. Those who done, once again do it, please. So if I have some 10 responses, then it will be easy. As you watch my screen, whenever I get a response, I can see it. I can see it. I'm getting a response. Even the display, all males, no females. Now bachelor's degree, all masters. Sorry, you all are doctoral people. So it is like that. Then say satisfied, dissatisfied, try to change. All right. So at least I should get 8 responses. 8 responses. So 8 or 9 response, then it is fine. I understand the form is loading quickly, isn't it? And you are feeling comfortable to enter the data, isn't it? All right. I think my connectivity has a problem. So slowly, polam. I hope you are seeing my screen also. I'm getting my response. Now, this is just a demo, not the exact one. Just I want to familiarize you. And you know, when you submit, you see a response from me. Thank you very much for participation. Okay. So for that, what you have to do, when you click on the settings, see, you can find, if you click on the response, you can give thanks to your respondent. You can give thanks to a respondent. There is option for that. So there is a confirmation message which you see in the presentation tab of the settings, where you can edit this one and you can say thank you very much. You can click on edit and you can say thank you very much. Or you know, at the end of the questionnaire, you have a thanks note that you can copy paste here and just click on save. All right. So thank you very much. I think that data is okay. I request all of you to come back. All right. Now, can you all please share your experience while entering this data? How you feel? Are you feeling it comfortable as a respondent? Anybody? I have
Yes,
9.
it was very easy.
Now I want one of you to make a comment on that one. If you possible, come on video and just comment it. How do you feel about the question? If you are a respondent, how do you feel it? Anybody, please come on video properly and just explain your experience. Yeah, because
Yeah, if I could go first, I think it was quite easy
Mhm,
and flexible
mhm.
because you didn't need to really do a lot of typing and you just click, and then you say next and submit.
Mhm.
That has been my experience.
Yes, so I understand your respondents will be more comfortable, isn't it? Do you feel that, George? The respondents will be comfortable.
Yes, you can answer. You can respond to this questionnaire at any location you're in
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
much inconveniences.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anyone else to respond? Share experience, please. All right, please, please, just share your experience. We can hear you. There's Alan. I think you are in a
Yeah,
comfortable place to talk. Yes, Alan, just share your experience.
yeah, it was
If you are a respondent. Yeah.
yeah, it was quite easy to fill out the form. Usually, I've participated in some of those paper-based surveys. They're usually cumbersome, but this one, like George said, it's convenient. You can do it at your own time. Hopefully, the respondents won't have issues with their internet and devices. But other than that, it's very easy.
And
Yes,
moreover,
yes, doctor.
yes, please, yes, please.
Yes, for me, I quickly filled in those that I would really understand very well, and then I left others. When it came to for me attaching things, I was like, what am I attaching? So I left those ones and I
Yeah,
clicked next, then I moved on.
that is fine. That is fine. This just I put attachments and all just to know the options available. Because don't ask for any attachments when you do service, please. You know, your respondent may not be interested to do all this. You should give full freedom to their privacy. That is the first part. And it should be easily loadable. Don't disturb your respondent. Don't never encroach to their privacy. Don't try even to ask their name also. It is bad. Because at that point itself, they think that, okay, it's not my business. Because data requirement is our need, isn't it? So always put your respondent in a comfortable. All right. So coming back. So now I got 7 responses. If you see, at least it gives you some kind of analytics here, isn't it? But this is not exactly what we need, because when we do PhD research, when we do our micro research, but small analytics it has given. At least we can get how people talk about the library ambience and lighting, isn't it? There are 6 responses, and see 33% said it is good or bad. You know, they're rated in a different. Nobody is saying that it is very bad, but it comes in mid between, right? So what I'm saying here, when we do PhD research, there is a facility. This data can be linked to Google Sheets. So on the right hand side of the responses, you can link to Sheets. You know, Google Sheets, which we are using. So if you click on this, it will ask you to create a new sheet or add to an existing sheet. I always say create a new sheet. So if you click on that one, create, now this data has come as a spreadsheet, or it is a Google sheet, and even it can be downloaded as an Excel. See, now your data is coded, or your data has come in an Excel sheet, isn't it? Life, it becomes easy. Are we together? You don't have to type your data. If you are using a questionnaire in physical means, again, you have to enter the data in an Excel file for further analysis, isn't it? So here, no need. Now you can download this file, download a copy. So as Microsoft Excel, man, that is enough. If you download it as a Microsoft Excel, then it can straightly go for our further data refinement. And after refining the data, after removing the null values, that I'll teach you in next session, your life will become easy. So I'm saying what we have seen, how to collect data using Google Forms. So hope you can see my screen. All of you, can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, doctor.
All right. So let me put my PowerPoint on back to presentation mode. So up to now, what we have seen, how Google Forms can be used for data collection. And you experienced yourself as a respondent. Sorry, we have gone much more time. Sorry, I was supposed to wind up this session by 8 o'clock. Sorry for holding you. Sorry. If somebody has to go home, if you are in somewhere, just listen to the class, you can proceed because the major part is done. So what I'm saying, this one helps you to make your life from that forest jungle type to have a reflection on your data. And you as a researcher, now you get the focus because you are not a lost man. When you have data, you have the power of having data. That is, it is the good way to become a PhD. Forget about PhD, but it is the power. It is the power of a research. So Google Form is one method which you can use when you are scattered from that jungle to brightness. I say from the jungle to brightness. And you see, you are in the forest and now you are in paradise. So you got that comfort zone. You are coming to that comfort zone if you get proper data. And if you use Google Forms, life will be easy. So today, what we have done in this seminar, we were talking about how we can master data collection using Google Forms. And we talked about how desperate researcher trying to get data and what are the challenges happened. And when he started using Google Forms, how the life has changed. So we had an agenda, and the last part of the agenda is that what are the techniques? So when you use Google Forms, I've given you some tips and techniques. Because never make any question, it is mandatory. Don't ask for emails, don't ask for any image uploads. Don't use so much complex questions. It should be easy to navigate. Don't add too much customization so that the loading factor will be affected. So make the simple question. Then one tip is there. Sometimes if you carry this question, this link in your mobile, always it will have in your mobile. So if you talk to somebody, not even they're having the phone, you can take the survey from them, isn't it? You can take the survey from them. So these are the good tips you can use. And sometimes like here, some people may not have sufficient data. So either you can tether your data to them, or you can use a MiFi device and use it, or you can have a separate phone of your own, and you can give to the respondent to quickly sort it out, isn't it? That also makes. Now, thank you very much. Quick time for Q&A, questions and answers, then we'll wind up very soon. Sorry, because it was a very long session. It's like 1 hour, 23 minutes from now. So any questions if you have, you can ask members, please. Thank you. Or you can put your remarks also.
Yeah, doctor, thank you so much. For me, it was very clear. Thank you.
You are welcome. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Dr. Paul. For me, it was very clear. I saw as if there was an option of uploading questions. Is that possible? Although we don't have to handle it now, it's something we could explore on our own.
Yeah, that you know what I am saying. For the time being, you learn like this. What I've told you. For the time being,
okay.
There are
Yes.
options. There are options. There are
Okay.
options that we
Thank
can. There are options. Don't worry. There are options.
Thank you. We shall play around with it and see.
Yeah, because now
Just
what
for
you have
learning.
to do, what you have to do, you have to practice. You have to practice. You have to practice. As you practice, things
Yes,
will
yes.
improve.
Mm.
But now, before I conclude, if anybody want to talk, you can talk, please.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes,
Sorry
please.
to come in again.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm
There is no
yeah.
sorry. It is your space. It is your class.
Yes, in the questionnaire, there's where you indicated about the gender, and right now I'm still thinking, why did you indicate others? What we know is male and female, so but now you're indicating others, so it's still. How would you
Because
feel if you receive a questionnaire which has
no,
male, female, and then others? Sorry
no, no,
to
no.
bring it.
There is no problem in that because if you look at international standards, nowadays
Yes,
we talk about transgenders also. So
exactly.
it is now. Suppose if I don't want to reveal my gender, what will be your problem? You say others. Just I click.
Yes,
That's all. See, you should give. So suppose I'm a transgender and I give so much importance to transgender and even fighting for the rights of transgenders. And if the questioner reaches me, you're losing data, isn't it? You're losing data. Me as a male, I don't feel any problem with that. So, it is
Okay,
left
that's fine.
and the researcher has the full freedom, isn't it? You understand? You have the full freedom because
Yeah,
you
I get you from that aspect.
of your researcher. There is no problem in asking that question. But see, in international standards, it comes nowadays like that.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, that is something that I've not been using, but I think going forward, yeah, it's something that I'm going to consider.
So
Thank you.
other members, if you can come quickly on the video, so I can take a snap. I can take a snap, or I can see you all if you are in comfortable place. Just if those who possible to come on the video, just come on a minute. So I'll take a photo. I'll I'll take a photo if you can come quickly on the screen. Yes. Cheese. Anyone else? Anyone else? So if you are all, yes, please. Andrew, a good man. I think you are inside the car. Eh? All right. Okay. Vincent, come back. Let me take a photo. Vincent. Yeah. Yes. Thank
am
you.
I there?
No, Vincent is not there. Vincent is not there. You
George,
can.
George,
Yeah.
George is there?
Yes. George is here. Everyone is there.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. I see a Samsung. Let him, Emmanuel, no problem. Emmanuel, are you coming on photo? Let me take a photo. Oh, my dear. Thank you very much. All of which is, yes. Once again, yeah. I took a photo. Once again, please. Right. So
I'm not
thank
seeing
you.
myself.
Yeah. Let me take once again. I'm interested in taking photos. Yes. So thank you all. Thank you very much. I love you. I adore you. I respect you because I know you all are so busy. You are so hectic. I never put a big deal in on your table, but I'm trying to understand you. Let's make our life easy. So my final word for today, you all start disseminating your question. Now don't work for the other parts. Let's start collecting data so you can refine the thing because the work what you are doing is a complete refinement. Okay, so don't worry, wherever you are now, start working on the questions, start disseminating, start visiting the places. And me, I am always with you. Anytime I'm available. So we are meeting tomorrow because you are also going to give us some video responses and things. So otherwise, if no other questions, can we end? Can we wind up for today? You all can hear me, isn't it? Yes, George. You have to unmute. George has to unmute.
Thank you, Dr. Paul, for your time. I
Yeah,
just want to say good evening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, good evening. So thank you very much for participating in this workshop. Dr. Paul from Isbat University, and I love all my fellow PhD scholars. We are so committed, and you are so committed. Let's make the team and let's make great research. So thank you very much. I'm Dr. Paul signing off of today from the workshop. Thanks for participation. Thank you. So I'm ending. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Moses. Thank you. I'm ending the meeting. Thank you very much.